Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video, I'm doing a review of one of Kikki's horizontal planners. This is the first video that I'm filming since getting adult braces put on. So this is the second time in my life I've had to get braces. So apologies if I have a bit of a lisp, I'm still getting used to them. Okay, so back to this planner. So you know I normally hate all these generic black covers. However, when it comes to Kikki, I actually prefer these sort of minimalist style ones where the inside pages are just like plain black and white, and just show you like simple like that, because they do have some nice ones that have colour, but the colours are just too full on, like it's full colour printing on the entire page, and then that clashes with the colours that I want to use, so I am gravitating more towards the minimalist style planners these days. Okay, so this one is bigger than A5, but it's smaller than what I would call medium. It's like in between. It's about 6.25 inches wide by around about 8.5 inches high. I will have all the exact dimensions and specs and everything in the blog post, which will be linked down below. It is about, I'd say, 0.75 inches thick, including like the cover. The cover is really sturdy. Like, look at this. It's proper hardcover. Like, that thing's not bending at all. That will definitely hold up after a whole year. It's super sturdy. The year is printed on the spine, and let's have a look at the inside. Tabs are all the same color, just this minimalist black and white, and you can see all of them at once, which I really like. I know that it makes the tabs smaller, but I just wanted to be able to see the whole year all at once, not sometimes how they'll like cut off and they'll do like 6 months and then behind it further on you get this next 6 month tab. I like when I can see them all at once. Comes with this little cardstock bookmark, and then we go, actually I'm going to remove that, it's kind of annoying me. And then we're going to go into the dates of glance pages. Now this one is for 12 months starting in July to June of the following year, so what some people refer to as an academic year planner. And I actually found this one on clearance a couple of weeks ago in February, and they had it on clearance for $2 because I was so keen to get rid of them. Normal price is $35, but yes, $2 bargain. I was like, okay, I'll get it now. Some of this stuff has been really on super clearance lately, I think because I've heard they possibly might be having to shut down due to all this economic activity, or lack of. Anyway, so if you want to get a bargain, maybe now is the time to go to Kikki because they do have a lot of planners on clearance. Okay, so getting back to this one, you got the monthly divider page, which is again just very minimalist. I'm not sure why they have like two, because it already says July there, and then we've got July again here. Could probably just make that into like a notes page, I guess. And then we have the overview. Now, this is one of the main reasons that I liked this planner. Not only does it have a functional horizontal weekly spread, I really like when they have a list style monthly calendar, and not many actually have that. So they'll usually have that traditional 2-page with the boxes, which I've stopped using years ago. Boxes are too small. I'm more of a list maker, so I really love when it's like this format. And it's even got the date and the day, and also bolds like when a new week starts. So I'm loving this whole page. Then we go into the weekly spreads, which are a very functional horizontal layout. With a bit of a twist, you get this giant lined note sidebar on the right. I really, really like that. I know you can sort of make your own when you just got a horizontal box, you know, a whole big box, but I just really like that the list is already there with lined, and then you've also got unlined. So I can do my blogging, planning, and then I can do my list. And if you wanted to, you could even just do 2 giant lists for the week, like a work list and a personal list, or you could keep it sort of in line where that's your list for that day, etc. You get a full box for Saturday and Sunday, and then you get this little extra box that you can use for whatever you want. Notes, turn it into a habit tracker, meal planning, whatever you want. And I also really like that the proportions of this, I think, are spot on. So you've got a decent width over here. Sometimes the columns will be so narrow like that, you can only fit like 1 word. This one, I reckon I could fit 2 words in that column. So I think that's a decent amount of space. And then we go into, we've got a lined notes page before we go into the next month where the same thing repeats. Now, as for the pages laying flat on their own, you've probably seen me having to hold them open while I'm filming this video. If you've got a sewn bound one like this, if you turn it over, you can kind of, people call it break the spine. You like bend it back like this. You can see that when I'm doing it. Bend it back, and then if we flip it back over, the pages will usually lay flat on their own. It has not worked for this one, so that is a major con in my book. It usually will work when you do that. I know closer to the middle the pages tend to lay flat, but very disappointing that that break the spine trick didn't really work. See how the pages, they're going to close. They're going to close. So that's major con. Definitely disappointed in that. Moving on, we do have, I can just grip it, this ribbon bookmark, which is black. I'm only seeing one ribbon bookmark, unfortunately. I would prefer it when they provide two, but you do get tabs for each month, so I guess I can kind of see why they didn't provide two. At the very back here, after all of the months, as you can see, ends academic year, we go into, if this goes, there needs to be a notes tab at the back, I'm thinking. Okay, so they do have a black page, it's just not tabbed. Right, so look at this giant notes section. This is all the notes pages, and this is the rest of the planner. That's a pretty generous notes section in my opinion. And it's lined, and this paper is bright white, which is so nice. Not like a yucky yellow color. Look at all these lined pages. Now, I haven't done a pen test because I've already done pen tests of their planners in their paper previously, and I'll have those linked down below if you wanted to have a look. Overall, the paper is nice, bright white, but I have found in other planners of theirs with the same paper that it is prone to a bit of ghosting, so keep that in mind. There's also some dot grid pages. Well, I guess in their case, like a little cross grid, square grid. I think they're trying to be different and not do dot grid, because I do have one of their other products in the same style cover. I think it's like called a grid journal, which is kind of trying to be like a bullet journal, but it's got this same cross design instead of just a dot. Hope you can see that. Yeah, now it's finally focused. Yeah, they're all little crosses. Now, I have tried it before doing weekly planning in that format, and to be honest, I didn't like it. It was really busy. I much prefer just a simple dot. And also, this is quite a dark grey, like it's pretty in your face. Even when you write on it, it's really obvious. You can still see all the little crosses, so I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, cool that they tried something different, but I personally don't think that it works. I think definitely dot grid all the way. And then we have some other pages at the back, which I totally approve of, because they are list pages. So pretty much just like generic line writing paper, but you do have that division in the middle if you want to do some list making, which I love doing. So obviously, like, these are included. At the very back, we have public holidays. Now, while it's an Australian business, they do have it for plenty of other countries as well. They don't have it for all countries though. Kind of a random assortment, like some European countries, but then not all. So a bit over the place. Oh, okay. They're still going. But again, not all countries, just I guess the main ones. Okay, there's quite a few in here. Anyway, at the back here, we have a pocket folder, which has some stickers. So we have remember, due, some numbers, goal, done, urgent, action, travel. Okay, so there's some functional ones in there, appointment, and then also some kind of, I guess, like vague ones. Like, I don't really need a done sticker, I'll just tick it off. But nice little extra, something included. Fairly roomy, you could fit a few sticker sheets in there. And then the back cover is the same as the front, and there's some more specs of what's included if you're interested. So this one retails for $35, found it on clearance for $2, which is the cheapest I've ever found a Kikki planner on clearance. So make sure you go there. I think they're having lots of sales now because it's sort of in between planner seasons. And that's another tip. If you want to find a planner that you've been eyeing off and the one that you brought originally is not really working, you want to try a different one, always go for it mid-season, so either March or around September. And I've also found in the past couple of years they keep releasing the planners for like academic year way earlier, like March they'll usually release it, maybe April. It used to be like May a couple of years ago. So they're coming out a lot earlier, so you can usually find a planner that's only maybe 2-3 months in and it'll already be like 50% off. So good time to buy a discounted planner. So I hope you found this review helpful. I will include all those links down below in the description box. I'll also include some links to some other Kikki planners that I've done reviews of if you are interested. And don't forget to subscribe. I usually post a couple of planner review videos each week.